Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture is titled 10 Days of Venus and Jupiter. So what do we see here? Well, here we see 4 different panels looking at Jupiter and Venus between May 30th of this year and June 8th. And we're watching as they approached each other in the sky. So on the far left on May 30th, we can see that Jupiter and Venus were separated quite a bit. And by June 4th, they're a little closer, and then the 7th, and then finally on the 8th, they reached their closest approach. And actually the 9th was when they were the very closest. And at that point, they would have been only about 3 full moons apart. And that's about 1.5 degrees. Now, considering that all the way around the sky is 360 degrees, they are very close together and made for a nice sight in the evening sky. Now, this is what is called a conjunction of planets. They appear close together in the sky. That does not mean they're close together in space. They are actually very far apart, and in fact 600 million kilometers between them. Jupiter far off in the outer part of the solar system, while Venus in the inner part, closer to the Sun. But their direction as seen from Earth was just about the same, in fact only that 1.5 degree apart. Now, planets can get closer to this. There are occasions where they will actually occult one another and one will pass in front of the other. But that requires an almost perfect alignment among these distant objects. What has happened since that time? Well, the planets are continuing to separate now. So they'll start getting farther apart, and Jupiter is going in closer to the Sun, so it will become harder and harder to see. Venus, on the other hand, is getting higher and higher, so it would be very prominent in the evening sky. So if you look off to the west after sunset, wherever you are on Earth, you will see a very bright object there, and that's shortly after sunset you will then see Venus in the sky. And Venus will be visible until late September or so, as it starts to then fade into the sunlight, and will then be visible later in October as the morning star. So Venus only visible ever close to the Sun, and the only way you can see it because of its positioning between the Earth and the Sun. So we can see it at some times, as we see now, as the evening star shortly after sunset, and by the end of the year we will see it as the morning star shortly before sunrise in the sky. But here, for a very short time, earlier this month, we were able to see both Venus and Jupiter close together in the sky in the Venus-Jupiter conjunction. So that was our picture of the day, titled 10 Days of Venus and Jupiter. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be triple sun shock. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.